Some 10 years ago, I was at the Terry's statue in Victoria, looking over the ocean, and there was writings on the three sides by his statue. One said, "I believe in miracles, I have to." The other one said, "Somewhere the hurting must stop." Those were so powerful. It changed my life. And he's such the largest figure in this country and in the world. And for Fred, his very own brother, he's a national hero, but he grew up, he had the same toast, same milk, same tea every day. And I just, my curiosity, he was such a toughest man on earth. But what was he like at home?
Terry was just like an average, ordinary Canadian kid, but we were taught to work as hard as we can, not to give up, and we were always challenging each other. So sometimes Terry, being my younger brother, is a pain in the rear end sometimes, but he was like any ordinary kid, always very determined, hardworking, never quit, always tried his hardest, and just one of those traits that were instilled in us by our parents as well.
That's great, because he was an ordinary kid. I love that part. That means miracles is right there for everybody.
And that's what Terry said. Terry would often say during the Marathon of Hope that anything is possible if you try. You had to try. You had to make the effort. You had to work hard. Terry believed that not everything came easy, that some things were hard, and you had to work for what you got, and that's what he did. And he didn't think that the Marathon of Hope was going to be easy, and he was willing to make the sacrifice and to run every day because he knew he was helping other people.
I understand in 1980 when he started running, you were somewhere else, Toronto, for going to the school. Yeah. What did you think when you heard he started running?
Yeah, I actually was still living in British Columbia in the Vancouver area, but being older, when Terry told me he was going to run, I said to Terry, "That's awesome, good for you. We'll see you when you get back home," because we'd never imagined the impact that he would have on our country, on Canada, and the impact he would have on so many people. And we supported Terry. I remember being at Vancouver Airport, seeing Terry and his buddy Doug Allward off, and it was amazing. I saw Terry later on in Toronto when he arrived in Toronto, and then later on in Northern Ontario. It was an amazing thing to watch. Watch what Terry was doing. It was amazing.
You did these public speeches as the brother of Terry. Within your family, he was a little brother. I'm sure it's been tough for you in some ways. It's difficult to talk about it, especially at the beginning. Anyway, thanks for overcoming this, your whole family, and doing this to the whole world.
Thank you. And individually as family members of Terry's brother, his parents, our sister Judy, it's been difficult, but as the years have gone by, it's because of people like you and people across Canada who have been inspired by Terry and continue what he does. That makes it easy for us as well.
In 1981, the year after the Marathon of Hope, Terry Fox passed away. He was 22 years old. In 1977, when his right leg was amputated due to osteosarcoma, the survival rate back then was only 15%. Now, it is over 80%. Yes, if your family or friends got the disease, 85% would not make it in the 1970s. Now, more than 80% can live on. Thank you so much, Terry. Until today, in summer 2020, the Terry Fox Run raised over $800 million for cancer research. Although he was devastated by losing his leg, he immediately took on the toughest 16 months of chemotherapy. Then he spent 18 months for the loneliest training to run in his hometown in Canada. He ran an astonishing 5,000 kilometers, which is the distance from New York to Anchorage, Alaska. In April 1980, he started the Marathon of Hope to run across Canada. He ran 5,373 kilometers by running a full marathon every day for 143 days. Unlike the high-tech artificial legs these days, he had pieces of wood put together so that he had to hop twice on his left leg. It took him 12 hours every day to finish the run.
I was a small-time boxer, and the 5-kilometer run every morning was so hard. Compared to what Terry did, mine is less than nothing.
Today, 40 years later, each time I see him, he's still running through the wind, rain, and storm. I see tears in his eyes. He's been saving thousands of lives, regardless of race, nationality, or anything, while many lives are taken for those reasons. Although the world is unfair, disease and despair are equal. Let's turn them around to kindness, which is also equal. It is a faster way to achieve a peaceful world. Terry Fox was an ordinary man. Why was he able to do this work of miracles and everybody loves him? Because he was clean and selfless, compassionate and borderless.
At 4 in the morning, I tried to feel how Terry was feeling as he was getting ready for the marathon for the day. At 12 noon, I think of him having lunch and getting ready for 5 more hours to run in the afternoon. At 5 p.m., finally finished. Now I gotta stretch and sleep to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. And this goes on and on every day. It must have been so tough and extremely painful at every part of his body. When I see any rose, I think of the pain he took just to help all the strangers in the unknown world.
In 2015, after the Terry Fox training run event that took place near Terry's home in British Columbia, Canada, Doug Alward, who drove the van and helped out the runner every moment, read Terry's diary from only a few days after the start of the long run. Blood was coming down through my knees. I lost 3 toenails. The wind is amazing. I may die, but I'm happy because I'm doing what I like to do. The diary also reads, "There can be no reason for me to stop. No matter what pain I suffer, it is nothing compared to the pain of those who have cancer, of those who endure treatment." Terry once said, "Nothing is completely bad, even cancer. It has made me a better person. It has given me courage and a sense of purpose I never had before. It took cancer to realize that being self-centered is not the way to live. The answer is to try and help others." There are many million-dollar athletes around the world, but Terry is the only one who gave everything away, and it makes him a million-dollar human. The infinite size of compassion he has got equals the size of the pain Terry endured. From the training and the Marathon of Hope, Terry Fox ran a quarter of the planet. That great distance proves his unconditional love to all people.
I also have a dream. He's been saving so many lives, and I truly wish we could have saved his life and bring him back to his family. Terry and his family should spend their life together. Losing Terry is a tremendous loss. Terry knew all losses of all people are tremendous.
Terry taught me to go straight in the direction of your purpose. Be the man you want to be. We are all ordinary, but we can all be extraordinary if we try.